Growing up, my father would say, "You're privileged. You're privileged, sleeping giant. You're privileged." And you know, as a kid, that shit goes in one ear and out the other. But as time would go on, I would experience a lot of shit growing up. Starter jackets stolen in the elementary schools. Starter jackets stolen in the middle school. Gold chains stolen in the high school. Cars broken into at the age of 16. Niggas always wanting to jump me. It was a high school basketball game I played in one time. After the game, one of the female basketball coaches came in the locker room. They said, "Sleeping Giant and such got to stay out back." It was like a whole neighborhood of niggas that wanted to jump on us because we was on the team that year. The school had just opened. It was a brand new school in the neighborhood my mom live in right now. The other house. The other $400,000 house that's paid for. And I had a couple friends that grew up just like me. And they never left the neighborhood, and I understand why. They never got outside the neighborhood. And if they did, they was hanging with people that was equally yoked. I was the opposite. See, they were brothers, so they had each other. I was the only child. And I always hung out with the thugs. The people that had less than me. I'm making this video as I'm sobering up again. And realizing, and I don't really want to say this because it make me come off like I'm all that. There's people out here that got way more than me. I ain't got shit. Couple cars, a few cars and a couple houses. But I'm just gonna say I'm making this video because I'm really sitting back realizing as my mind is sobering up again. How jealous my baby mama is of me. As I've been cleaning up my condo, townhouse, or whatever you want to call it, and I'm gonna fuck around and she waved. That's a nice white woman. That ain't no mean. That ain't one of them mean racist motherfuckers. She waved. She spoke. Oh hell, here come a crazy ass nigga. And so, as I'm cleaning my condo up, I'm just sitting there realizing like all the shit I still got, all the shit I've had, all the shit I got compared to her. And this ain't no like I'm not making this video trying to talk shit about her or nothing. But it's just making me realize how jealous she was of me. And still is. Why was so many smart remarks about any and every little thing? Why there was never really why there was always a lack of, you know, compliments and just being nice and shit like that. Which you would think, even if a person come from so much less than you do, you would think if you taking care of them, that jealousy shit would go out the window. Feeding you, providing you with a place to stay, And you got people that come from poverty that ain't like that. I got a homeboy that come from shit, and he ain't like that. Technically doing better than me. But now I understand why so many televisions was broken. And all the shit that I've been through. And why she wouldn't go get a real job. She felt like she didn't have to. I guess she felt like we had way more than what the fuck we really had. But as I was cleaning up my condo and still gotta go back down there and finish cleaning up, I'm just realizing, man, she's jealous of you. I want to say she was jealous of you. She's jealous of you, sleeping giant. And then also some mental issues in there too. Abandonment issues in there too. And why I was always just a competitive spirit with her. I never ever felt like, okay, this was, once I moved in and shit, I never ever felt like, oh, this a motherfucker right here I can get me a bag with. We can build together. None of that shit, man. Why was that, Sleeping Giant? Because she was jealous of you, man. That's probably why she couldn't really ever want to go with, never wanted to go to the other house. That shit probably put her into a whole different level of jealousy to where she didn't even want to be over there. Had a friend one time growing up. We was at those same two friends I was telling you about a few minutes ago. We was at their house. And I was telling my mama this story the other day. And it was like he just sat in there that whole day like he had a problem. Like he was mad about something. He was jealous of us. He was ready to go back to the trap, man. Same thing with her. He couldn't take it. Some people can't take that shit, yo. Especially like if they family, it was so bad where their family broke up and they had to be raised by other people and they didn't even have a mom or a dad present in their life on a daily basis and shit like that. And then you're talking about that northeastern poverty, which is a different level of poverty. And I don't really know where I'm going with this video, but I'm just coming to realization that's why this shit didn't work. It was already something wrong with her, period, that I ain't had nothing to do with. And whatever that reason is, that's the reason why I ain't met nobody in her family. It's more than just jealousy than what I'm dealing with. It's some serious mental issues what I'm dealing with her. But the jealousy is what took it over the top. Took money out my wallet one night. Gold chains missing. I would get drunk. I got drunk one time and passed out on the couch. I guess she let the baby take my credit cards and debit cards and shit, and them shits just disappeared. And damn, man. But that's why it was always smart remarks. That's why it was always something slick to say. Jealous. And it ain't just her though. Like a lot of my childhood friends that I've grown up with, and you try to hang out with them, man, and you realize they're not your friend. It's because they jealous of you. They jealous of the fact you ain't never had to work. They jealous of the fact that you ain't never had to go out there and trap. Sell bud all day. Cars after cars after cars after cars, and never had to work and always had insurance and all kind of shit. And you can't be around them kind of people. Same thing with the mother of my child. So what I'm going to have to do is, because she ain't going to never change, I can get as sober as I want to get. I can clean that house up. and have that shit spotless. Speaking of cleaning up, that's another reason why she wouldn't help me clean the house up. She was too jealous, man. And too mean and too evil, and had listened to too much YouTube shit about don't help that man. Don't help him. You ain't supposed to help him. He's supposed to be the provider. He's supposed to be the protector and all that shit. And that's what I got pregnant, man. I got pregnant somebody that was just jealous of me, man. And going back to what I was just about to say, that's why I'm gonna have to sober up. No matter how sober I get, no matter how successful I become, no matter how clean I get, it's just gonna make her more jealous. I go out here and get me another good job. I go back to the store, buy me a whole nother wardrobe. I'm clean as hell, and I don't have to. I got enough shit in there right now to be clean as fuck. As soon as they hire me, be back out that bitch clean as fuck. But I just think about it like, man, that's not gonna make her change. That's not gonna make her calm down and chill the fuck out. She's jealous. I got jealousy in me. I ain't perfect. Shit, I got some friends I'm jealous of. They got way more than me. They got wives. They got some sense. That's gonna go get a job and got better cars than we got. Bigger houses, better money, bigger yards, better credit. And I got a little jealousy in me towards them. But my shit ain't nothing like how this motherfucker right here was, yo. I mean, damn, yo. I never experienced nothing like it before in my life. Her dishes on one side of the sink, my dishes on the other side. No togetherness at all. But will fucking suck me all night, though. That's the shit that killed me. Damn. I've never, after Christmas time, you buy a bunch of gifts and shit for your kids and shit. I've never once came home and just seen her playing with the toys that we had bought the kid, that I had bought the kid, the child, the baby. Not once. She was jealous of his ass too. Because I was probably giving him way more than what the fuck I was giving her, especially after about 6 months ago. I cut her ass all the way off while still living with her. But I ain't gonna drag the video out. But the main thing I wanted to say, I kept cutting myself off and switching subjects, is no matter how successful I become, no matter how sober I get, she's not gonna change. Because she has a jealous spirit. So the only thing it's gonna do is put her back into that jealous mind frame. That's why she's okay with me being down, depressed. Don't want to see you up like that. Puts her back in a jealous spirit. One day she was on the stairs, basically, smart remarks. Here we go again. Negativity, talking shit. I went and bought me a whole bunch of shoes this last job I had. Nice Cole Haans. Then I found out how to get the knockoff Cole Haans, the ones that look just like the Cole Haans. But they ain't Cole Haans. And she was standing on the stairs and she was clowning me about my Cole Haans, saying they were white boy shoes or whatever. You know me, I'm a smart aleck and I'm a coon. So, I'm like, yeah, thank you. Thank you for telling me I have on white boy shoes. Thank you. The least thing I want to do is to look like a nigga. The least thing I want to do is to look like a primate. Coincidentally, as she was talking that shit, check this out, y'all. This is how jealous she is. As she was talking that shit, a mailman had pulled up. FedEx, UPS, Amazon, I don't know. I said, oh, damn. Speaking of them shoes, there go another pair right there. As she was clowning me about them shoes, it was another pair being delivered as she was running her motherfucking mouth. That girl was so jealous she took off and ran upstairs, yo. True story. That damn girl took off and ran upstairs. So yeah, man, that's really what it is. You're already dealing with somebody that's got some issues that you have no clue about, family issues, abandonment issues that she has no clue about, and they're jealous of you. And it's the same thing with some of them childhood friends I had. Try to go out with them and have a calm, chill out with them at the bar and get drunk, and by the time we get drunk, boys, they on your ass. Nah, you need to be doing this, and nah, man, just talking to you like they your daddy, because they jealous of you. Some of them boys, they never even had no daddy, man. And they know you still got more than them, and we damn near 50. They didn't even think you was gonna survive Baltimore. They didn't even think you was gonna make it back down here to the South. And then you come back down here, new cars, money, new money. Back then it was new money, new clothes, new cars. But for couldn't stand it, boy. And the funny thing about this is why you gotta leave them alone. What was I about to say? Is the fact that the number one thing that they've been waiting for their whole life is for you to fall all the way off and they be living the good life. You wanna know why? Because they knew all them years back then at 14, 15, 16, 17 years old, you had a daddy. You had way more than they did back then. They ain't had no daddy. And they've been waiting their whole life to see your ass hit rock bottom, while at the same time their life is taking off. While they're living a life that they never thought that they could live, they essentially want you to start living the life that they had to live growing up. No father, poverty, being broke as hell, struggling. That's why you can't go around them, sleeping giant. And it's the same thing I got living in my house right now. Can y'all imagine that though? Can y'all imagine your whole life dealing with haters, and then you end up having a baby by a fucking hater too? So every day you go to work, you in a good mood. The same niggas you trying to dodge and stay away from because you know they some haters, you going home to that same person. They're just in a female form of them, and it's your baby mama. So hell nah, you not going home to no plate of food on the table. They waiting to see what you gonna come home and bring them. That's why you could never enjoy yourself with her, sleeping giant, when you took her to the beach. That's why there was never no real relaxation at the beach after you done spent $1,300, $1,400 on a 2-day trip, maybe a 3-day trip. That's why you couldn't enjoy yourself. That person was too jealous. That person was too jealous of you to just chill out, man, and relax and be grateful and appreciative and be happy. Too jealous. Because in their mind, they're upset because their family never provided those things for them. So as I end the video, I'm going to repeating myself to remind myself, no matter how successful you become, sleeping giant, no matter how much you sober up, no matter how much you clean the house up, no matter how much you do things perfectly, they'll always, it's not going to do anything but make them more jealous. Because they want to see you crumble. Just like I was saying about them childhood friends, yo. She wants to see you end up the way she was growing up. In poverty. Homeless. Struggling. Cars repoed. Looking bummy. That's why it'll never work. And this was a video of self-reflection really for myself. But that's what it is, man. So what I have to do now is I have to find a way to let it go. Sleeping John, why you ain't never let it go before now? One, the child. Because who knows where she's going to take him. And for two, the alcohol and the marijuana. I smoked that shit and that shit'll trick me. I'll forget that I'm at the house living with a hater. You know what I'm saying? And I've experienced this from strangers too, man. Like when you go on these jobs and you run into niggas that you don't know from a can of paint, man. And you in that motherfucker dry clean. You in that motherfucker fly. You got a Volkswagen fucking Crossport Atlas outside, about brand new. Black people don't like to see that. I went to an interview the other day. It was like one of them interviews where they interviewing a whole bunch of people. So you got to wait in line to get interviewed. And then if you make it to the second interview, you got to go sit in a different section. So a white guy from the UK, he had made it to the second interview. Then I made it to the second interview. And then me and him were at the table sitting together. Then there was a black guy from out west, I believe. Nah, he's from Jersey. And you know them Jersey niggas, some hating ass niggas. Them up north niggas, them real up top niggas, you know them some hating ass niggas for real. Especially them Baltimore niggas. Them Baltimore niggas, when you get past Virginia, that hate turned to a whole different type of hate. Here come a nigga up the street right now, back there from that little section, that's the Section 8 part of the neighborhood. He yelling on the phone, just like Nelly Fuller Jr. said. He said all you gotta do is just listen. Look, he arguing. We are miserable people. He walking up the street right now from that area back there, that's the Section 8 people. See this section right here is a section where you own these. We own these right here. But that shit back there in the back, they bigger than these, but they Section 8. But what was I about to say? Damn, I lost my thought because this motherfucker coming up the street yelling and screaming on the phone and shit. Oh, God. Oh, God. What was I about to say, though? Damn, I lost my thought. He going through something with a girl, too.
Because she intimidated, bro. When I came in there, I got on shorty ass about my daughter's teeth. Period. I got on her ass, and she got mad. What's up with it, thug?
What's up, boss?
So she got mad. Come on, mamas. In hands. So she got mad, and I offered her a shot. She said no. Nigga, I caught the energy. You hear me?
I forgot the thought I was about to say. But oh yeah, so we sitting at the table and me and the white dude, we chopping it up. He started talking to me because I'm getting to the point now when I go on these jobs, I ain't even talking to motherfuckers no more. White dude started talking to me, so I started talking to him. It was all good, and I got up. I got up for something to go get my phone or something. By the time I got back, the black dude from out west, he was basically at the table now. He must have made it to the second interview too. Boy, he was chopping it up with that white boy. Now, mind you, now we sitting at a real small table too, like a little small, little round table, like a bar table type shit. You know what I'm saying? Damn near like shoulder to shoulder at this motherfucker. Boy, that black dude sat at that table talking to that white boy. That black dude didn't say one thing to me, y'all. Not one thing. Not, hey, how you doing? Nothing. What's up? Nothing. He just kept talking to that white boy. I said all that to say, that shit show you how much we hate each other, boy. That shit show you how much we hate each other. And it's the same thing in black relationships. That's why black women and black men can't get along. Because essentially, Fuck the jealousy. We hate each other. And it goes back to the jealousy. Because somebody's going to have more than the other person in the black community. Even if they all poor as hell. Somebody going to have more than the other person. But I said all that to say, I don't know. I'm just venting. Jealousy is dangerous. And that's the reason why me and this girl couldn't get along. She already had all kind of issues. And she came down here and I had way more than her and probably her whole fucking family put together. At least the immediate ones. And she couldn't stand that shit. And she didn't know how to just let that shit go and be cool and love me and help build off of this shit. Only thing she knew how to do, because that's what she's been taught to do, is take advantage, use, abuse, and just be a motherfucking nigga.